Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. To another terrifying Tuesday where we're going to be talking about the latest rumor in the Halloween Ends franchise. And this rumor is sort of an extension of a previous rumor that Laurie Strode kills Michael Myers within the first 15 minutes of the movie. Then we get a time jump. It's what comes after that time jump that we're going to talk about today. So let's jump right into it. Alright, so Laurie Strode's supposed to kill Michael Myers within the first 15 minutes of the movie. And more people are saying that this is actually true. Now, if this is true, very well. But how do you go forward with the film? And that's where this part of that theory comes into play. And I've heard more and more people talking about this type of thing. So we're going to break down what works and what doesn't. Rumor number one is that it's not Michael Myers that goes forward after that 15 minutes, that it is someone else. Could it potentially be the brother from the other rumor? Well, that's highly doubtful since that rumor was started by a YouTuber and a lot of people picked up on that as a possible theory because it did sort of make for an interesting video. Although I have to tell you guys, that is one theory that I seriously doubt they're going to do. But this one now, this one says that it's not Michael Myers that goes forward after that, but someone else takes up the mantle of Michael Myers. This coincides with a previous rumor that we'd heard about him potentially passing on the evil to a little kid. But if it's a little kid that's killing people in the movie by that point, then people will know it's obviously not Michael Myers. And I don't see them going that route. Now, a possible copycat serial killer coming in 4 years later to pick up the mantle would be completely different. However, without Michael Myers, you really don't have a film. So I really think that Michael Myers has to come back 4 years later somehow. But let's say he doesn't. Let's say Laurie Strode kills him and you have this copycat. So then this copycat's going around and us as viewers believe that this copycat killer is Michael Myers when in fact it's not. It's Bobby Malone. And Bobby Malone decides that he doesn't like anybody in this movie. So he decides, I'm gonna finish what Michael Myers started. And he goes and he wipes him out. And then at the end, maybe, one of them would defeat him, whoever the new final girl is, because I strongly believe that Laurie Strode will die in this movie regardless of the ending. And then we would see whoever the new final girl would be unmask this guy, and then we're supposed to believe that Bobby Malone is the new face of Michael Myers. I don't buy that theory because it presents a lot of a problem. It just does. Now, then you also have this other part of this theory that says that maybe Michael Myers dies, but ultimately really does become the boogeyman in Laurie Strode's head. So either Laurie Strode starts to imagine seeing Michael Myers everywhere, potentially flipping out herself and committing these murders, which while that would be a twist, it's also not a twist that we haven't seen before in previous horror films. It could be interesting to see her psyche break after killing Michael Myers. She devoted her entire life to doing this, and then to actually see it done would be just something that would end her. I mean, it would break her psyche completely, and she would flip out. Now, the other part of this theory also states that maybe that isn't the case, but that Michael Myers really does become a legitimate boogeyman. Maybe Michael Myers is something supernatural at this point, can just come in and kill people and do what he has to do and leave. This makes him sound a bit more Freddy Krueger-ish, and I'm not down for that. The possibility that he could be something that supernatural really doesn't lend itself to this movie at all. It makes this movie something completely different, which, yes, that's what they've been telling us we're going to get, but I don't believe that they mean this as literal as everyone thinks. Also, there is a picture that has been thrown about recently claiming to be the first look at Michael Myers. It's of him in a hood, holding a knife and an axe on his back. Well, I can't find the picture of him with the axe on his back, but some of the pictures that are being shown as this outfit are actually from Rob Zombie's Halloween. I actually believe that this is a fake image, that it's taken from Rob Zombie's Halloween, and you shouldn't take much stock in it, because ultimately a lot of people didn't like Rob Zombie's Halloween, but it looks to me, the image that I saw looked like one of his paper masks, and it was cut right about here, and then he had the axe on his back and a knife. Now, I can't find that image to show you or share with you, but I did want to address that possibility, that this is potentially not a real look for him, because at least to me, it reminds me of the Halloween Rob Zombie film. And I really think that we as viewers have to be a little smarter than that. A good theory is fun, but when you're talking about the look of an iconic character and then you throw back something to an older movie, we as fans do need to be smarter than that. You know, we need to look at this and go, wait, doesn't this remind me of the old Rob Zombie movies? And maybe that's intentional. Maybe that is the new look. But back to what I was saying. Michael Myers being entirely supernatural doesn't really work. And Michael Myers not being Michael Myers, and the name that I came up with, just a random name, was Bobby Malone. Okay, having someone else take up that mantle doesn't do the film justice either. Even if they took a character that we know very well and turned them into Michael Myers, it wouldn't really help to establish anything. It would take the viewer completely out at the end of the day, because it isn't Michael Myers. It's kind of like the Friday the 13th, A New Beginning, where we find out that it wasn't Jason Voorhees, and there were hints there of like the mask being a different color and everything. The lines on it were a different color, and that should have told us something was up. But we as fans were used to seeing just this iconic hockey mask, and we believed that we were seeing Jason Voorhees until the reveal at the end. And then when that reveal came up, we weren't very happy. I don't think that they're going to go that route in this film. I don't see them doing that. So honestly, what I'm saying here is that I do believe that it's a potential possibility that Michael Myers gets killed in the first 15 minutes of the movie. But then we do a time jump, and we find out that after the events of whatever unfolded in that first 15 minutes of the movie, Michael Myers' body was never found. And once we know his body was never found, the residents of Haddonfield could be looking at things in an entirely different way. Remember how they were talking about the pandemic possibly playing a part in it, that the pandemic did happen. Think of a world now where everyone's afraid, and everyone's afraid to go out, but now they're afraid to go out for a different reason, because Michael Myers' body was never found. people start to slowly go back to a normal sort of existence, and boom, just like that, Michael Myers reappears. And that's what I think they would do in terms of bringing all that together. I don't see Michael Myers not being the real Michael Myers for the film. That's a bit too on the nose, Friday the 13th New Beginning style, and I don't see them doing it. I also don't see them doing the whole supernatural vibe thing with Michael Myers being a legitimate boogeyman who can appear and reappear and just kill people and then vanish completely like he's some sort of spirit, because that's a bit too Freddy Krueger, and I don't think you're going to do that either. So let us know in the comments what you think of any of these theories about Michael being an imposter, about Michael being something more, about the potential that he just outright dies. Let us know what you think about these theories in the comments below. We definitely want to hear from you. Also, don't forget to share this video with all of your friends so they're getting the same great content you're getting. Hit that like button because it's free and YouTube appreciates it, and we definitely appreciate it too. And then friends, don't forget to subscribe. Miko says we need more subscribers, and this little face wouldn't lie to you. So you definitely want to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. And then, as always, remember, at the end of the day, fandom is family.